Hi, everybody. Welcome to Everything Philly. I'm Sharice,
I'm Rob.
and this is our first intro episode to Everything Philly. Purpose of this podcast is to talk about everything Philly. Anything that's trending, anything that's hot, we want to talk about it. And that's what Philly Podcast is all about.
We here to talk about what makes Philly Philly, what makes Philly that hot city that everybody want to come to. When you go to different states, different cities, they talk about Philly. They like our Philly swag. We need to get back into all that. We need to get back into the brotherly love of Philadelphia.
And with that being said, we'll touch on topics of different things that's going on throughout the city, good and bad. Talk about a little crime, talk about some positive things that's going on, get your perspective, get some opinions out there. And at the end of the day, really coming together to see how we can make Philly great, how we can really be that impactful city of brotherly love.
I would love to know how we got lost. Once upon a time, we was on that road. It was done by unity, love. Everywhere you go, I don't care what you was going through, there's somebody there to help you get through it. There was always a little hate here and there, but now this level of hate is unbelievable. The murder rate, the robberies, the everything about Philly is just horrible right now. We need to find out what happened. So let's go to the from the beginning all the way to the present. See if we can unite, come together with some different ideas of how we can make everybody just be able to love one another, get back to the root of life.
And fun, and look it out for each other. I think it also starts with reaching our kids because they are our future. They are the next generation. And the majority of the time, when you turn on the TV or listen to the radio, a lot of the hot topics that are going on in the city are evolved around our youth. So I think we really need to figure out some ways that we can touch our youth and impact them and show them that the streets is not the only way and that there is hope and there everyone has potential. We just have to help them find out who they are, help them understand who they are so that they don't have to look for the streets for guidance or look at social media for guidance. I also feel like social media, and I know you'll agree, is one of the biggest things that's really harming our kids.
Yeah, and it should be used as a different platform to grow, get better ideas, start your own business, learn how to, I don't know, the communication level of social media has made it drop.
Yeah, kids don't know how to communicate anymore. They don't know how to express themselves. So they look to the social media to help them explore the right things to say or the right things to do. They don't have any guidance. And social media has been the tool that's been guiding them. But if you look hard and you'll see that that's not the right way to go. Social media is a form of entertainment. It should be used for a form of entertainment and a form of communicating, bringing people together, getting to know people, but it's turned into a platform of doing whatever it takes to get likes. And irregardless of if it's harming someone or if it's even a danger to themselves, it's about those likes and about those follows. And social media is fake. It's not what it's all cracked up to be.
Sound like Trump. Fake news?
Fake news.
Hmm,
Fake news. I'm an
interesting point.
educator and I teach my kids all the time that social media is not what you see. Look at all the photoshops. You post on social media that you in Paris and it's a copy and paste backdrop when you're sitting at home in your room and people thinking that you're living your best lives and you're traveling to all these places and you're doing all these great things and it's either Photoshop things or the fake news is you may be going on these trips, but you living at home with mom in the basement.
So it's also a way to run away from your life, a
Absolutely.
distraction.
It's a distraction because you don't understand who you are. So you follow other people or follow other things or listen to the music that's telling you how you're supposed to act and what you're supposed to do. And you use that as your tool of living when you're really not. You're living a lie.
So how we get around it, how we touch our kids, how we find out how to solve the problem.
Bring them
How
to the IM program.
the IM program. What's that?
So the IM program is a nonprofit organization that focuses on reducing opportunities for youth to engage in harmful activities. And they bring about 10 kids every 6 weeks to a program that runs 3 days a week for 2 hours. Teaches them self confidence, self esteem, and then they also are taught entrepreneurship skills based on their ideals, based on their passions and their interests. At the end of the 6 weeks, they have a showcase that's open to the community, family, and friends to show all that they've done throughout the 6 weeks, all that they've learned, and to showcase their entrepreneur idea, their prototype, and actually market it and sell it. So they learn about business plans. But at the end of the day, the point to that program is they're learning a life skill and something that they can take with them or potentially work for themselves and earn money. And it's an earn while you learn program. So you earn a weekly stipend just for participating. That's one way we can support.
Maybe I needed that program when I was younger. Maybe it wouldn't. It led me to the streets.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. The streets is not the only answer. You just have to have someone that cares enough and that has that time to be able to tap into what your dreams and your desires are. I think a lot of time kids go to the street because they don't have any other choice. They don't have any other alternatives. So you have to give them, show them that there are other ways.
I think my problem was I didn't have no esteem. I had no self esteem. I did things to get people attention, to distract them from who I was. So if I had materialistic stuff or I had good ideas or I made something fun, they ain't see me. They seen what I could do for them, how I could help them, and I was able to be somebody else. I guess you could say the streets was my disguise. It gave me a sense of power.
I think that is the case with kids, but you also have to understand the streets are different now. So while you were able to turn those things around that you went through in the streets, I think it's a different ball game out here now. The streets are a lot rougher, a lot harder, um, and because of the lack of guidance that kids have, it's easier for them to get caught up in the streets. And that's why I feel like the IM program is so impactful because that shows them that the streets are not the answer, and that everybody's not built for the streets. So sometimes these kids are getting swallowed up through no fault of their own by default, just being that weak link, being a op is what they call it now.
So that's the purpose of starting that everything Philly.
Yep, everything Philly. We can start talking about the ways to bring some positive light to Philly and to our youth, so they can again be proud of their city and really rep for their city in a positive way. We have to reach out to our youth. We have to make time. We have to show them that there are other ways, and we can't just talk about it. Like if we're showing them there are other ways, it has to be tangible. Kids want instantaneous feedback. They need something they can see, something they can touch. And that's why the IM program came up with that stipend. That's the biggest investment piece. If they hear that they're going to get paid to do something fun, to learn something that they can take away as a life skill, then you got them. So we need more programs like that. We need more people who are willing to fund programs like this so that we can show kids how to make money. And also, it helps families out too. That's couple dollars every week that families don't have to worry about when the kids need to go to the poppy store, get a little sandwich, get a snack, buy lunch at school. Everything has a price tag now. So kids actually do need a couple hours in their pocket to maneuver throughout their day. If you don't have a resource, then what you gonna do?
And I would like this to be a platform for kids to reach out, someone they could talk to, someone that could hear them, listen to them, because we all think we know what the problem is. We all think because the way we was raised is the way that these children was raised, but it's a whole new different era. So we have to listen to them, understand them, and then try to form a platform for those kids to better them, to make them feel important, to give them the confidence they need. So everything Philly is going to be a stepping stone to bring back the generations, to
Bring
bring
them
them
back
closer
together.
together. Yes. That reunion type time.
Absolutely. To have fun. Um, this neighborhood against neighborhood and all these wars and all this beef for nothing.
For
Oh,
nothing. No money. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
it's
But I,
not even your neighborhood. It's your probably your grandparents' neighborhood. They are the ones that held down the blocks. So you can have a block right now to represent. So this neighborhood turf war and the schools, this school against that school for what? At the end of the day, we're losing ourselves. You're losing your siblings and your friends, and you can't give a concrete reason as to why you even had a beef. Just senseless. That's what we call senseless. And it doesn't have to be that way. It's too many opportunities out here. It is really too much money out here. You can't say that you can't make a dollar out here because there's too many opportunities to make money. But you just have to change your mindset. You have to want it.
So much behind that. Because I listen to a lot of kids and they just hate the world. They hate the world, but they taking it out on themselves. They're taking it on out on their brothers and sisters. How could you hate so much for help? You help killing us.
Hmm.
You're taking us apart piece by piece in every single way. It's time to stop.
Yeah.
It's time to get it together.